Good morning. I'm Kofi Mensah, and this is chale.news for Thursday, July 10th. We have a lot to get through today. A Supreme Court case that could rewrite Ghana's presidential term limits. 4.8 billion Ghanaian cedis spent on hospitals, and not one is open. Plus factories at breaking point, gunmen at a primary school, and the Asante kingdom has a new queen mother. Let's start with the constitution. A writ filed at the Supreme Court on June 30th could legally allow President Mahama to run for a third term. The argument? Ghana's two-term limit only applies to consecutive terms, so a break from office resets the count. This case has implications for every future Ghanaian president, not just this one. Full breakdown on chale.news. How this one is damning. Ghana spent 4.8 billion Ghanaian cedis on Agenda 111 hospitals. Not a single one is open. Health Minister Kwabena Minta Akando said it himself before Parliament's Assurance Committee yesterday. And on top of that, the government inherited over 1 billion Ghanaian cedis in unpaid contractor debts. 4.8 billion cedis. 0 hospitals. Let that sink in. Factories are now sounding the alarm. ECG reclassified high-volume industrial consumers, and the result is a 48% spike in electricity tariffs, stripping away rates businesses had negotiated. The AGI says energy costs are the #1 challenge for manufacturers, 2 quarters running. CEO Seth Twum Akwaboah's warning is direct. Factories could close, jobs could go. This is alarming. 2 gunmen stormed Zohe EP Primary School in Yendi on Wednesday, fired shots on school grounds and physically beat the headmaster. Education Minister Haruna Idrisu has ordered an urgent police investigation. No arrests yet. The free fertiliser program is in trouble, and the accusation is coming from inside the house. Former Deputy Upper West Regional Minister Abu K. Kansangbata, NDC's own man, says free fertiliser is being distributed through party branch executives instead of actual farmers. This lands the same week the Agric Minister was already facing parliamentary heat over the Nkoko and Kitinkiti scheme. Up in the Sahel, a convoy of more than 200 Russian Africa Corps fighters and 100 Malian soldiers was ambushed in northern Mali on Thursday, the second attack in under a week. The FLA rebel group claimed it, with Burkina Faso sitting between Mali and Ghana and 50,000 rounds of ammunition already intercepted near Wa. Ghana's northern frontier is under growing pressure, less than 2 weeks after the June 29th floods killed 34 people in Accra. The Korle Lagoon is described as full to the throat, buried in sand, plastic and dead animals, with no desilting in sight. Ghana's engineers released the country's first infrastructure report card since 2016 on Tuesday. That report cannot come soon enough. A bright spot in health. The cardiac catheterization lab at Korle Bu Teaching Hospital is back open, 16 months after fire destroyed it. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund officially reopened the rebuilt, expanded facility yesterday. Heart patients in Ghana finally have that access restored. Full story on chale.news. History was made in Kumasi. Otumfuo Osei Tutu II presented Nanaya Akia II, born Nana Amabonsu, to the Kumasi Traditional Council at Manhia Palace, making her the 15th Asantehemaa. Chiefs went straight to her palace to swear loyalty. A landmark moment for the Asante kingdom. Disturbing scenes from Johannesburg. Anti-immigration protesters went door to door in Alexandra Township, smashing into homes, dragging immigrants including a Malawian woman and her child to police. Even a legal permit holder was seized. Ghana's Foreign Affairs Ministry has said nothing about the safety of Ghanaians in South Africa. That silence is a problem. Africa's 2026 World Cup is over. France beat Morocco 2-0 at Gillette Stadium. Same scoreline as Qatar 2022. Same Mbappe heartbreak. This time his 20th World Cup goal. Morocco became the first African nation to reach back-to-back quarterfinals, but the continent's dream of a semi-final is still waiting. Black Stars defender Marvin Sanaya has had hamstring surgery in Paris after his injury against Colombia. The GFA says at least 8 weeks out. He's now back at AJ Auxerre for rehab. Ghana's World Cup injury toll continues to mount. The Black Maidens need your energy this Saturday. The NSA visited their camp at the Accra Sports Stadium this week, pledging full support ahead of the decisive FIFA U17 Women's World Cup qualifier against Senegal. It's 1-1 on aggregate. Everything to play for at home. Development Bank Ghana has launched a women's lending program at its 5th anniversary event in Kumasi, targeting 1,000 women-led businesses by 2028 across agriculture, manufacturing, and tech. High collateral demands and rigid documentation have long locked women out of formal credit. This is a direct attempt to change that. And finally, Shatta Wale and Medical visited the Ghana Gold Board CEO this week, exploring a partnership to showcase locally made Ghanaian gold jewellery at Shatterfest UK 2026 in London this August, using music to market Ghana's gold heritage abroad. Chale, not a bad idea at all. That's your July 10th digest. Every story, every link, every detail, it's all waiting for you at chale.news. Stay informed, stay sharp. I'm Kofi Mensah.